Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This month is my Booktube birthday and I thought I would celebrate by doing a Booktube birthday tag. I found this tag from Books and Bargains and the original creator is Average Joe Reads. I will link to both of them below and you can check out their tag videos. Question 1. How many years on Booktube are you celebrating? I am celebrating 1 year. I have been doing Booktube for 1 year, which is wild to me. It doesn't really feel like it's been that long, but it has been so much fun. Number 2. What has kept you motivated to continue making videos? Personal determination to not quit. Stubbornness. And also, I do genuinely enjoy it. Most of the time. I'll be honest, there have been a couple times where I was like, well, maybe I just shouldn't keep going. But then pretty quickly, I usually realize that those thoughts are usually just coming from other things going on in my life or otherwise feeling low. And then I'm like, no, I do want to do this and I want to keep going and I am determined to keep going. Question 3. What are 3 of your favorite videos you've made in the past year and why? The first video that I think of is my one-sentence book review for every book that I read last year in 2023. I had to stop and think what year was last year. That video took me so long to make, but it was really fun. I really liked it and I was really happy with how it turned out overall. I just liked the idea, I liked the concept, and it was just fun to make. I was trying to think of what my other favorites would be. And I think one of them might be my unhaul video, which was one of my earlier videos. It wasn't necessarily fun to make because it took a very long time to go through all my bookshelves and decide which books to unhaul. And it was kind of an emotional process for me and somewhat of an emotional video to make as well. But it felt good to be able to share that, and even those emotional parts to be able to share that. And the responses and the comments that I got were just so kind and caring, and it really meant a lot to me. And for my third favorite, I'm going to cheat a little bit and say my wrap-up videos, which granted, that's not just one video, but I really enjoy my monthly wrap-up videos. They're some of my favorite ones to film, and I just really enjoy making those and talking about the books that I'm reading, and I love the wrap-ups. Number 4, what have you struggled with on Booktube in the past year and how did you overcome that struggle? Honestly, I think the biggest struggle has been looking at the numbers, looking at the algorithm, which I cannot figure out. There have been a handful of times where I've just been looking at my YouTube studio and the numbers and the statistics, and maybe I've started comparing myself to other channels and just gotten a little discouraged and maybe wondering like, why am I making videos? What do I have on my channel that someone couldn't find anywhere else? And I think that's what I mean when I was talking in the other question before about realizing that it was just kind of some other things going on and being able to think through, okay, even if I'm not the most unique channel, because yes, there are so many Booktube channels out there, which is great and I love that. And yes, there are channels that are doing way better than mine as far as numbers, but that's not why I'm doing it. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to begrudge those people for their numbers because I'm so happy for them and it's so exciting and I want to support them in their channels. So how did I overcome that struggle? Honestly, I think that's probably something that's going to come up again, so I don't feel like I've overcome. I'm on the other side of that struggle now. But I think just reminding myself that I'm doing this for me, I'm doing this because I'm enjoying it, I'm doing this because I love the little pocket of community that I found here, and because I like to talk about books. So, yeah. Number 5, choose one moment from the past year on Booktube that you would love to relive. Probably my Booktube newbie tag. If I stop and think about it, the video itself makes me feel kind of cringe. However, it was that video where I feel like I finally started to make connections with other people on Booktube. I found some of my favorite Booktube people from that video. There are so many Booktubers that I just get excited when I see their name pop up that they have a new video out. And yeah, I think that video is really when I started to form a community. Number 6, shout out a huge supporter of your channel. The first person I thought of is Ellen from Ellen Made Book Club. Ellen comments without fail, and her comments are always just so thoughtful and so kind and so reassuring and nuanced and thought-provoking, and I love her channel too because the way that she talks about the books that she's reading and even the books that have like possibly difficult themes or whatnot, like she brings such a richness and such nuance to her book discussions, and yeah, I just love her channel. I'm gonna link to her below, make sure you check her out if you haven't already. Number 7, what's the best book you've read in this past year? This question is hard because how can I pick just one? So I'm gonna pick 4. The first one was one of my top reads from 2023, and I've talked about it before on this channel, but that is The Only One Left by Riley Sager. It was my first Riley Sager, and it was so good. Number 2 is Fourth Wing. That was a surprise 5 bookmark read for me. I honestly read it as one of my friends and I say it was a spite read. I was reading it out of spite because I didn't think that I would like it, and then I ended up loving it. Then of course is Bear Talon by Frederick Bachman. Such a good book, such a powerful book, such an emotional book, so good. And then I think my last pick will be Funny Story by Emily Henry. Such a fun romance, such a sweet story, relatable characters. I love the plot line. I love the backstory. It was really good. Question 8, where do you see your channel in a year's time and what do you hope to have achieved? You know, great question. I hope that a year from now I'm still going strong, still reading, still creating videos. I hope I'm still in touch with my Booktube friends from right now. I hope to make new Booktube friends. I think mostly a year from now, I would just like to see Booktube still being a place of fun and connection and creativity for me. Number 9, tag someone whose anniversary is coming up. I am trying to remember who started Booktube around the same time as me. I want to say Ellen from Ellen Made Book Club and Graham Matthews. I think your Booktube birthdays are coming up sometime in the next few months. So I'm gonna go ahead and tag both of you if you would like to do this fun birthday tag to celebrate your Booktube birthday. Thank you all so much. Every single person who has clicked subscribe or clicked like or commented or watched. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for coming along this past year, and I'm really excited for the next year. And until next time, happy reading.